Hey Young America, this is Jasmin Jones and I'm here to present to you the weekly address to young Americans, where we come to talk about lots of fun things that young people care about. This broadcast is sponsored by an organization called YOU, which stands for Young, Organized, and United. So, alright, today's conversation is about what is experience before experience. So, have you ever had that friend that calls you and they're like, girl, I just got a new opportunity with this organization I've been dying to work for. And you guys are jumping all up and down, because she's been looking for a job for a while. But then she inserts the last 5 seconds, but it's an internship. So, the thing about that is internships are not bad. They're actually the way to go right now because people want to see you have that work experience beforehand. But what if you're on the second, third, fourth, fifth internship? Right. That's some real stuff right there. So you really have to think about that. But this conversation doesn't only go for those who are in the internship lane where it's hard for them to score a job because they're told they don't have enough experience. This also goes for people who are currently in a working job, but they want to cross over to another field of work. And they're applying, but they keep being told you didn't get hired because of not enough experience. So this is very real no matter where you are in your job path. So today I want to talk to you about some ways you can try and curtail this to be to your benefit. While you're in this internship, this fifth internship, or a job that you're ready to get out of, how do you make this an opportunity for yourself? So step number one is to begin to create tasks that are relevant to the job that you want. Okay? So this is going to sound way out there, but if you follow me on this, I think it'll make sense. So back at my old job, I used to recruit interns, and I would bring them in for my team to support us throughout our semester. But at the beginning, I would ask every intern, write down tasks that you want to do. Okay? What are some things that you want to get done during your time here that will be so fulfilling to you? Whether it's getting published, whether it's being a part of an event, being in meetings, talking to experts. What is it that you want to do that make this thing feel like this has been the internship of a lifetime, right? But my real hope was not only to fill up their day with work, but also to give them work that would help guide them into their next step and give them some stepping stones to use for themselves to advocate for a better position or internship. So that's one thing that I found to be very beneficial for a lot of people, but you're going to have to be creative, right? Because say your job is in finances, but you want to go into events planning. Well, how are you going to do this? Well, just think about it and say, okay, well, events people are really big about communication, actually planning events, things like that. So what you could do is say, all right, I'm going to have to plan some workshops where I show off my work, even if it's just to your coworkers. Be consistent about it. Do it once a month, but it does give you an opportunity to work on presentation skills, communication skills, invites, things like that. And people will come to support you if the work that you're trying to show is good. So whether you're in a current job or an internship, build tasks that match to where you're trying to go. Okay, good. I think we all got that one. So the second thing to do is to talk to an expert or an experienced worker. Okay, so a lot of us in the outside see this grandeur job that we want, right? And we're like, oh my God, I have to have like a master's degree. I've got to have like 10 years of work experience and all this stuff because that's what the job descriptions are saying that you have to have. But that's not technically always true. Okay? Because when you talk to people that are in the field of work that you do, I'm 9 times out of 10 sure that a lot of them probably didn't have all that when they got it, right? But what they did was they had relevant experience to say, okay, well, maybe I don't have the master's, but I have all 7 other things. You know, I did some comms work here. I did some computer science programming here, you know, so I know how to make a web page, you know? Like these small things are all added together to make you qualify for a certain job. So speaking with people in that area of work can help lend you to being able to see all that you need to actually really have to land a job in this area. Okay? So please think about just email anybody. Everybody loves to talk about themselves and just get their feedback, get their thoughts, and especially if they're in your company, yeah, let them know, I want your job, how did you get it? Don't say it like that because then they won't talk to you, but you get what I mean. Okay? So the very third one is one that I find to be very important, but most people are going to go, meh, right? And it is to volunteer. Yes, I got quiet, okay? If you volunteer in the field of work that you are interested in crossing over to, no matter if you're an intern or a working person, this will open itself up to many opportunities and giving you the direct experience that you need for the job that you want. Okay? And there are plenty of nonprofits, community organizations, and even companies that throw events that need an extra hand to make this actually happen. But by you being there, you're valued as a worker to them, but you're also getting privy to all the things that they're doing so you can use it to your benefit when it's time for you to apply for a job. And another big takeaway is that say if something opens up with that organization, you're right there, you wanted it, you're ready, you've been with them, so it lends you to be the perfect candidate to line right up for the work that you've been wanting to do. So, I know volunteering takes up a lot of time, but it's very much worth it, and you learn a lot on the job, and it's very tailored to exactly what you want to do. So, let's go ahead and recap over the day. Those are the 3 things that I think are most important when you need experience before the actual experience, and that is create your daily tasks to match the field of work that you're trying to get into. Be creative, be thoughtful, let it matter to the company, but go ahead and do it, okay? The second thing is to speak with someone who's in that field of work. They can definitely help you do all the things, they can definitely talk to you about all the things that they've done, how they got the job, did they learn on the job, all those important questions you need to know. Then the third thing, which is very important, and it's going to take a lot more time and dedication, but volunteer. If you volunteer, it'll give you the experience you've been asking for, and it'll be right on time for you. So, hopefully, this all will make sense, and it's something that each of you could take away with you today. And I will go ahead and announce next week's show, which will be called Refund Checks Are Like Borrowing from a Friend Named Wells Fargo. Ain't that deep? So we're going to be talking about loans and the way you kind of shape your perspectives around them, especially for our young people out there that are still in college. This is very important that we have a discussion about how you use your loan money. You know, it has a impact on your post-school life, and if you only knew some of the things that we could talk about now, that we look at now being 5 years out of school myself, there would be way different ways I would take care of my loan money and my refund checks. So hopefully this will be something you all want to tune in on, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.
That's what got me working day and night.